the beginning of a new year, 2010, and today we're here to kick off the Love Dare. If you've been watching the promos all throughout December, we've been talking about this. It's basically 40 days to enrich your marriage based on the movie Fireproof. If you've seen the movie, it's all about people trying to save their marriage through unselfish acts of kindness and forgiveness and all the things that go into a good marriage. We thought it was a great way to kick off the new year. If you don't have your book, you can go to our website at 100huntley.com/lovedare. You can still order the book, and every day we'll be putting dares online so that you can follow along until your book arrives in the mail. Now, Maggie, what I was wondering is, you are the only married one here. Are you doing the Love Dare?
Yes, we're going to definitely do the Love Dare, Elton and I. We've been married for 5.5 years. And so we're excited about doing it and finding something new about each other, learning something new about each other. Awesome. How about you guys?
Well, you know, I am dating someone, so we decided to do it, and we started a little early because I'm busy at the end of it, and so it's going well. And, you know, there's a few days that don't apply to us single people, but overall I'm doing it. How about you, Bridget?
Yes, well, speaking of single, I'm truly the only person standing here who is actually single. Stop it, Cheryl. But anyways, I decided I'm not going to let the married people and the dating people have all the fun, so I'm going to do it with my family and friends, because really this book is about relationships, right? Yeah. How to improve your relationships and make your relationships that much stronger. So I'll do it with my family and friends, and maybe even you guys.
Oh, right. You know, there's a few days that I could suggest.
Yeah.
No, I know what days you're talking about. The days where I have to buy stuff? Okay, no. My budget, unfortunately, cannot manage that, so I'm going to skip that day.
That's the day I'm looking forward to.
That's right. I'll tell you how I take my coffee. Starbucks.
Okay.
Chocolates.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. Chocolate would work too.
Well, you know, we're bantering here and we're having fun and everything, and behind the scenes we're always trying to think of ways to get people involved. I mean, we talk about it all the time. What sort of new things can we do to make people feel like they're a part of the circle, the Sofa Sisters, and so on and so forth. And so Cheryl came up with a fantastic idea for the Love Dare, and I'm going to let you explain that.
You know, I was watching the movie Fireproof at home with my parents, and I thought it was kind of a cool idea, like 40 days, because who couldn't tune up their marriage? I mean, if your marriage is in trouble, if your marriage is just average, if it has some rough patches, or if it's great. I mean, everything can be improved and it's all kind of following those great things in the Bible about loving each other and being unselfish. So I thought, you know, it works with the web. We're going to actually have 3 couples that we're following, and we're gonna learn all about them in a minute. But Maggie, what is today's dare? Because today's dare won, and we want to make sure that people are doing this.
It's exciting. Although love is communicated in a number of ways, our words often reflect the condition of our heart. For the next day, resolve to demonstrate patience and to say nothing negative to your spouse at all. If the temptation arises, choose not to say anything. It's better to hold your tongue than to say something you'll regret.
So you're married. Tell me, how hard is that when, you know, your son's crying and you have a million things to do and you're not getting the help you think you need?
Well, you know what? I would say probably the first year, I mean, there was some nagging going on. I will be totally honest with you. I was the nag. But I think 5.5 years down the road, I've learned what arguments to pick and what battles to choose.
So you still pick arguments? No, I'm just kidding.
But, you know, I learned what things to let go of and what things not to let go of. But it's still a challenge. And I think that's why it's great to be able to do this with friends and family, because there are things that you get to look introspectively and learn what you do and what you don't do.
Yeah, patience isn't my strongest suit, so it's going to be interesting. It's not saying stuff. It's more about being patient that I think I have to work on, especially when I'm driving. But that's a whole other issue. Okay, so. As I mentioned, we're doing 3 couples, and we're going to be following their journeys. We're doing a little bit of reality television, which is kind of fun. Yeah. And these couples are going to be video blogging every day. They'll be writing. We're going to have them on the show. We're going to phone them up. We're going to have them live at the finale.
They've committed their lives for 40 days.
We've basically taken over their lives for 40 days, have we not?
Yes,
and we're going to have like a totally honest and intimate look into their marriage. They're going to tell us everything. So, Maggie, why don't you introduce your couple?
Well, I'm so excited about my couple because they are really honest. And Lisa and Chris Gorski are 2 great people. He is a youth pastor. She's a children's pastor at the same church. They've been married for just almost a year. Their anniversary is next month. Wow. So they're fresh. And so they've been so excited. They've learned a lot of things about each other. They're 7 years apart also in age. So there's a lot of interesting things that she likes that he doesn't like. So yeah, they've just been exciting. They actually started the Love Dare when they first got married, and they only lasted 4 days.
Oh my God!
So they're really committed to trying to do this again.
Do it.
They are. They're so committed. They're definitely going to do it. And they actually, it's funny that we see that shot of them on the computer because they actually met through Facebook, which is an interesting story.
No
but
way.
I will not give any more away.
Oh really? So when are we going to find out more about that?
You're going to find out next Tuesday. We'll have a full-length report all about Chris and Lisa. It'll be exciting.
That'll be awesome. And so, Bridget, tell us about your couple. Is your couple as good as Maggie's couple?
I think my couple is even better than Maggie's couple.
See, this isn't a competition.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Your couple is pretty cool.
You know what? My couple is amazing, and they met. Facebook is an interesting way to meet, but my couple has an even more interesting way to meet, if you can imagine. And I am going to even tell less about my couple than Maggie did, because, I mean, the way that they met was just, it's unusual, I would say. And tune in, January 7th is when I'm going to do my full-length report, and you're going to find out about Jiva and Salojana Sam. And
so cute.
I think my couple has been married the longest. They've been married 26 years, right?
Wow.
I think, yeah, 26 years they've been married. They have 3 kids. I think one's still a teenager, and the other 2 are adults. And so he's a United Church minister, and she works for the federal government. And so 26 years is a long time. I know, Maggie, you've been married 5.5. Can you imagine all the new things you learn over a course of 26 years? And so
can 26-year-old marriages still be improved?
Oh, definitely. I mean, one of the things that they talk about is the fact that, even after 26 years, there's still times where they take each other for granted. There's still things that they need to learn. I mean, Jiva even said that, there's Salojana, his wife Salojana, still has a lot of mystery, enough mystery for him that he thinks the Love Dare is going to bring all of that stuff out, and they're going to be able to learn new things. So January 7th, please watch. It's going to be great.
Women are always mysterious to men, though, don't you think, really? I mean, that's one of the great things about us.
Tell us about your couple, Cheryl.
Yeah, my couple, they're a lot of fun, too. Kevin and Wendy Pauls, they're kind of in the middle of them all. They've been married for about 21 years. He's a recording artist. People, Huntley Street viewers might recognize him. And he's been on the show many times. Great voice. Yeah. And she's a lifestyle coach, or a life coach, I guess is the word, not lifestyle. She's a life coach. And as you can see, they're very mischievous and a lot of fun. And actually, you saw her preparing lunch. I was laughing so hard about this when I was taping, because I was saying, okay, you have to be real and transparent. This is reality TV. And so they're like, yeah. So she's cutting up some chicken, and she's actually cutting it with a knife. And he goes, you never cut it with a knife. You always pull it off with your fingers. You're not being real and transparent. So they're just going to be a lot of fun. And they also really want to encourage other couples to do well. So.
And how long have they been married?
They've been married 21 years. 21. So they're right in the middle. Yours is 26, mine is 21. So yeah, it's really good.
The gamut, I think. We're starting with the newlyweds, and then we're doing the middle of the road, and mine, I think, are the veterans. I'm going to call mine the veterans.
The veterans. I know. I wish you could tell people how they were married, because that is such an interesting story.
It is.
And so all next week, we're going to be introducing them between Tuesday and Thursday. You're going to meet all 3 of the couples, which will be really, really cool. And what I really like, too, is the video blogging, because we haven't done this before, and part of this is to get people involved. What do you guys think about that? So almost every day, right? They're going to talk about how it's going.
Yeah, I think it's great, because, it's one thing to just do the text blogging, but to actually see how they're responding to these challenges, I think is going to be exciting, and to kind of hear it from their mouth, And we'll also have phone calls. They'll be phoning into the show live, so we'll hear from them that way.
We're going to send cameras out and tape part of the dare, something that they're doing, maybe a gift, Bridget, or something along those lines, which will be really cool to see as well. And are you guys going to keep us updated on how your part is going?
How about you, Cheryl? Are you going to keep us updated on how yours is going?
No. That's my personal life. It's personal. Okay, I might, maybe. Really?
Yeah, no, I am. I'm definitely not going to be video blogging. I get enough camera time. But I definitely will. I think, if I have an experience, or if I learn something new about you guys, or if I learn something new about my family, I think I definitely am going to go on and just kind of give an update about what I'm doing. But it's not about me. It's about the couples.
It is. It's going to be so exciting. So make sure that you check out 100huntley.com/lovedare. You can see their blogs every day. You can respond to them. Send us your emails about how your Love Dare is going.